This is Chrissy. I don't know if you've actually ever seen her face on my channel before. I don't think so, even though I've talked about her a lot. She's another Geekly 3.0 person, and she's awesome. And we are going to talk about a cool thing, because we just got back from the Demand Our Stars, The Fault in Our Stars tour thing, whatever it's called, in Dallas. And we have a lot of feels, so we're going to talk about them. So, we got there at like 3. A little after 3, actually.
Yeah, maybe 3.
It was like 3:15-ish.
Yeah, 3:15, 3:20.
They said that the doors were supposed to open at 5 and the event started at 6:30. So we were like, whatever. Yeah, there were a lot of people there. A lot of people. Like, we were driving to try and find a parking lot to park in, and
it's completely around the block.
Miles of people. Feet of people. Yards of people. There were yards of people.
No. There were feet of people. Well, Sarah's over-exaggerating. There was...
Whatever. There were a lot of people.
They reached max capacity, which the fire safety of the building was 3,000 and some change of people.
Yeah, we found out around like 4:30-ish that apparently it reached max capacity or whatever. And we were still standing in line, but I guess they could just judge by the amount of people and also the parking lot.
The fact that the building was, or the line was from the building 3 blocks, 2 blocks, and then another 3 blocks.
Yeah,
like it was
I think they could probably do a
good
good guesstimation. So they started going around and passing out these little wristband things, so that way they would know. So that way, if they once they run out, they could tell everybody else that they could stop standing in line and go home, which I thought was nice.
Yeah.
That way they wouldn't stand there only to be disappointed. So we stood in line for forever, and we didn't actually get into the building until almost like 6.
Yeah.
Like, they probably opened the doors on time, but since we were so far back, we didn't actually get in there until like 6.
It took us a while.
But anyway, we got free posters, and then we walked into the main area, and the only thing that really sucked the most is after standing in line for like 3 hours, the event itself was standing room only. Yeah. So we were like, okay, and it took us a while to find a really good spot where we could both see, well, so I could see because I'm short, and where we weren't like
in the middle of the mosh pit.
In the middle of the mosh pit, yeah. And then we stood there for a while, and
we stood some more.
And they kept playing the trailer, which was feels worthy, and they were playing like songs from the soundtrack, and eventually this guy from I think 106.1, Daniel something. I can't remember his name.
Dustin.
I recognize his voice,
Justin.
but I can't remember his name. He was like the host for the evening or whatever. Him and some other chick that I can't remember her name either.
Ivana?
But she's a YouTuber. I think it was something like that.
Lavana? Something Anna, banana.
Banana or something.
Yeah, banana.
It was something like that.
Some kind of YouTuber. And then you ask her for a YouTube name.
I'll look that up and put it in the description later. But yeah, they were the hosts, and they came out and they were just talking to us and asking us not to, just to be, safe and respectful, and they told us that they were going to play like some clips from the movie, and they asked us not to video it or use our phones or take pictures or anything of that particular part, but I got super excited about that. And then about 7 o'clock, John Green comes out on stage, and I got really excited. Pretty sure you did too.
A little bit, yeah. I was kind of fangirling pretty hard.
A lot.
Internally.
It's one thing to watch him on the internet, and then another to see him in person, even though we weren't exactly close to him.
Still see
but closer than we are from the internet, so that was exciting. I could still see his face, so that was really exciting. And he introduced the clips, and that was like a 10-minute long thing, and it was really cool, and I'm not going to talk about anything about it, except for it was really cool, and now I'm even more excited to watch the movie than I was before.
Which I did not think was possible.
Yeah, I didn't think that was possible, but it is.
But it is.
So that happened. And then John and Shailene and Ansel and Nat all came out on stage, and it was so awesome, and they're all really adorable.
They're such dorks.
And dorky, and it was fun watching them interact with each other, because, I mean, we saw a little interaction whenever John would post, like, his videos from visiting set or whatever on YouTube, but watching them interact, like, now that they've really gotten to know each other, and in person even, was completely different. And they did some Q&A stuff, and it's really cool, and
they basically just spent the whole time saying nice things about each other
for the most part. And also,
like,
and then
I love you, man.
And then also Ansel break danced and
broke dance.
Okay, maybe he did break dance.
He busted out in break dance.
It was beautiful. And Shailene actually came out wearing a cowboy hat because it's Texas.
Because it's Texas.
And eventually it got passed down to like all of the actors, which was quite amusing because it was a lot smaller on everybody else's heads than it was on hers. And it was already kind of small on her to begin with, but it was supposed to be.
I really want to know. I feel like she picked that up at an airport. Like
probably. She was like, "Yep, this is gonna happen."
Welcome to Texas. Here's a what is it? Cowboy hat. I was like a sombrero. No.
No, that's another part.
Yeah, that's different. That's South Texas.
Yeah.
Southwest Texas.
Those are in Texas, just not here.
Not in the Dallas area.
It was so cool though.
Yeah, but they were adorable.
And it was, even though my feet are killing me and my legs are killing me, and outside is stupid and hot because it's Texas, it was totally worth standing in line for 3 hours and then standing again inside for like an hour. Totally worth it.
Yep.
And then we went to Olive Garden.
That was good. Because food is the best. Then we came home and had more food.
Yes.
Because there should never not be food.
Exactly. That happened. And it was one of the coolest things I've done in a while, I think. It's really cool to, like, I'm not really a person who is like weird about celebrities. Like, there are certain celebrities I like a lot and I like to go see them. Obviously, that's what we did, but I'm not like super like, oh my god, can I have your autograph? Can I have your picture? Like, I don't know, but
like the creepy people as we were leaving, like
saw
pressed
like
up against the fence
to see their limos or whatever. Yeah, that was weird. But
at a car.
But at the same time, it's really cool to go see someone that you admire and look up to speak,
and then have them be everything that you wanted.
Yeah,
because they're just that awesome.
Awesome, yeah.
They didn't forget to be awesome.
Yes. So that was really cool, and I mean, I admire John Green a lot. He's the reason I'm on YouTube. He's the reason that I've read a lot of the books that I've read in the past couple of years, because somehow he's introduced them to me. He's introduced me to a lot of things. He and Hank both have, and that's been they've both been a huge influence on me the past few years. And so the fact that I got to go see John in person was a really big deal for me. And I still hope that one day I will get to meet him and have some kind of intellectual type conversation with him, because I feel like that would be a lot of fun. Yeah, that was a big deal. And I'm glad we did it.
Yes. I had never been to an event like that before. Been to concerts, and it was pretty much the same, except everybody here was polite.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Well, for the most part. There were a couple of
whatever
rude people.
A couple of entitled 15-year-olds who thought that they were, I don't know. But yeah, like, everybody was polite. There wasn't really a lot of pushing or shoving or anything like that, and there was no like stage rushing. Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
When people were asked to put their phones away, they put them away.
There weren't people like crawling on the stage trying to get to them, because I've seen that.
That sounds really terrifying. I feel like,
or like none of that.
Like zombie horde type behavior. There was none of that.
It was a very decent event, and that makes me happy to be a part of that community, because that's just the kind of community it is, and I like it.
So good on you, nerd fighters.
DFTBA.
I was like,
I did this in the air a lot.
Yes.
But yeah.
I did not, but
I'm going to go ahead and end this now, and I will see you next week, and don't forget to be awesome.
Oh my god.
I know, it's very magical.
This is magical. Let's try this again. Ladies and gentlemen, viewers of Geekly 3.0, welcome to Sarah making weird faces and Chrissy hiding behind a Sonic Cup. This is the meet and greet for the Tifios people. Also John Green, who is, I guess, a Tifios, I don't know, whatever. It's a $1. Look at the people!